All right, for step 4, dropping 1 wick into each cell, I find it's easier if you put them in from the bottom in the widest part of that diamond. You want to get right in the center so it fills up most of that hole. Your soil will fill up the rest of it. You might sprinkle a little bit out, but it will come all together once we water it. So you'll see this. And you really want to make sure that they're halfway through the bottom and halfway through the top in the cell. Now, for step 2, step 5 in the book, I copied it from somewhere, which is why the step numbers are weird. You're going to take soil. It'll be moistened for you. I'm just moistening it right here. And you're going to fill each of these quads, it's called quad because it's 4, halfway. And it'll get a little messy, and that's okay. You see, I have a little soil pouring out the bottom. That one I accidentally did more than halfway. But that's okay. I'll just fill it more at the end. Then you're going to apply 2 to 3 fertilizer pellets per cell. So 2 to 3 doesn't mean 6 per cell. I'm just going to put in, let's see, 1, 2, 2, and 2. Then after that, we're going to fill the cells up to the top, and we're going to cover these fertilizer pellets. Okay, you will have a scrupula. Your life will be easier than mine. Okay. So I'm going to fill this up almost all the way to the top. I'm going to dampen it just a little bit. You can see that when the soil is real dry, the water tends to bubble up upon itself. So if you have this happen, you can just kind of poke it with your pencil. Just kind of break that surface tension on that water, get it to go into that soil better. So you can see it's kind of sinking down now. Then you're going to put 2 to 3 seeds, and these seeds are super, super tiny, which is why you guys are going to be using tweezers. I did not bring tweezers home with me to shoot this video, but it'll make your life a lot easier. And we're going to say let's do 2 seeds. Now it says 2 to 3, but supplies are short, so we're going to do 2 seeds per. And they're tiny, tiny. But they'll grow some nice plants. I only needed 2 more, not that many more. Scoop the rest of them up. And sprinkle enough potting mist to cover the seeds is our step 10. So I'm going to do that next. You want them covered so they're not exposed, but you don't want it so deep that they run out of food before they reach the surface and create leaves. So just be careful with your sprinkling. And then the last step is you will have your pipette pot with some water. And this is my platform for my quad. You guys are going to have your class water bins. And what you want to do is you want to slowly, right, because you don't want to knock your seeds out, you want to slowly add water to your quads until it drips out the bottom, so you know that the soil is thoroughly soaked. So because it's very dry, I'm having kind of these bubbling up problems, I'm just gonna keep going back over my quads until they are full of water and dripping from the bottom. Pause it for a second. You're just starting a new video. So as you can see, I've put in enough water that it's dripping out of the blue wicks on the bottom. So what I'll do at that time is I'll make sure that, or you will be making sure that you put your name on that plant label. And back in your classroom, there is a light area, and you're going to put your quad. It's gonna be a little different than mine. You're not gonna have your own individual water, but you're gonna put your quad on there. Make sure that all 4 of your wicks have contact with that wet mat. And then we will leave them. Next time you come to class, you may have some seedlings.